Hello everyone, it's Questops Gaming here, and again we are talking about the disaster that is Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. Now, I have got 27 points I want to discuss with you. It could end up being 30, who knows? So, let's get into it. So, basically, when you come to get the Anniversary Edition, you get it, you pay for it and all that stuff, you get the bundles, and then you would have thought, oh, maybe we'll have extra, some extra interesting DLC or creation. Now you get the Beast Hunter, and from looking at videos and stuff, it doesn't look particularly interesting. It's nostalgia baiting with all the Fallout 3 posters and the New Vegas member berries, and it's a little bit just. That's what it does. That's all it does. And it just makes you feel nostalgic for the previous games, which is a bit boring. So it doesn't stand on its own 2 feet. So then you see the bounties. Oh, that sounds fun. So basically it's the same thing that they've done for Starfield. So it's just like, oh, okay. They like making bounties, don't they? So they made this bounty board with a little bit more voice acting and it's a little more interesting. So you're like, hey, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna get it with my creation points then. You go and see that it's 600 creation points. So you go to the Steam thing and you go to select it, select the amount you want. You have 0 currently in your points. And you see that the first one is 500. You cannot just go 600, I just want to purchase this mod. You can't do that. You have to go a little bit higher to purchase the 1000, which is a little bit more expensive, and you get less from the stuff. And it is really irritating, this practice. I just want to purchase this. Let me just purchase this single one. Or at least make them 500 each, so you can get 2 mods for one for the higher little tier. So you're getting a little bit more for your money, and it's scummy business practice. I hate this, that you have to go for the higher one all the time because it's just 100 points above the minimum, and it is immensely irritating. Now, I'm not a person who will ever purchase anything off the Creation Club store, nor anything else for Fallout 4 or for, Starfield or Skyrim. This scummy business practice has done it for me. I don't want anything else from this Creation Club concept thing. I don't like it, I dislike it, and I'll always be mods are free. Mods are free, and that's how it's always meant to be. Yeah, they keep on being like, oh yeah, we're bringing them up and all that stuff, or, but at the same time, it's like, I think you should probably hire them because your current team isn't delivering a good job at all. As into my next point, number 2, we are getting more crashes on Fallout 4. It is frequently crashing, glitching out, and being very strange. It stutters more. It has a weird, just an effect on the screen. It's like a slideshow. Even on the 4K monitor at 60 Hz and stuff, there is some weird stuff going on. And it is immensely irritating to see this 10-year-old game being treated like this, as it is fun. I do enjoy it. I haven't played it in a while though, and I was looking forward to getting back into it. But unfortunately, this update has totally ruined the game for me. Now, there is sort of people who are enjoying it, but they are a minority in this one. And I'll continue what's going on down the line. My third point is that there are no technical, improvements. Take The Witcher 3 next gen update, added ray tracing in, a bunch of fixes, it implemented modding and all that stuff, and it was heaven on earth. That's what it was. This game is absolutely amazing, and I've been playing it recently, and I've had so much fun, way more fun than Fallout could ever give me. And it is, well, Fallout 4 anyway. And it is so disappointing seeing this critically acclaimed developer. You know, they made Skyrim, they made Fallout 3, you know, and Oblivion and all that stuff, Morrowind, and they've totally just lost the magic now. They've really sullied their name. So yeah, the pricing. My fourth point: the pricing is so disrespectful to its fans. They have charged way too much for this. They're charging 2025 game product kind of thing for a 10-year-old game, and it is not worth it. It is not worth the amount of money that it gives, that they want, and you don't particularly get anything interesting, and it's just shocking for fans. So this is clearly aimed at bringing new people in for the Fallout series that's coming in December, and it's such a slap in the face for fans, and it's just, there's nothing here. It's been rushed. It hasn't been thought through. The optics of this, of this design and how they've done stuff marketing wise is just like crazy. And that brings me to the next point. The advertising is tone deaf. Everyone did not like this. No, you have the major fanboys really liking this, but it's broken for most people, and there are a lot of issues happening right now. Which brings me to the next point, is that this game now requires more fixes. When are they going to fix this? And, is it going to take another 18 months for them to fix this? So, it's absolutely insane. It's going to take another year or a year and a bit to fix this stuff in order for us to be in a good place. And hopefully they don't charge you money for it again. And it is really bad. And for my next point, this will break mods again in the future. So we've got to wait for our favorite mods and required mods to play this game, such as the high FPS fix. The address library needs to be fixed too. And then, F4SE, the script extender, needs to be fixed. Now, the script extender is fixed. We're waiting for the address library and the high FPS fix. So it's probably going to take a week, maybe, to get our mods fixed and stuff like that. And, that's not good. And because of this, they're ruining the game. They're making, why didn't they implement these really good fixes that modders made and stuff like that? Not stealing the code, but maybe asking permission to implement it from them and maybe give them a price, because that's what they're doing. They're paying mod authors now. Why not go, hey, you seem to have a technical know-how of this. Can we take this code and implement it into into the game and stuff? They could have asked the F4SE people, the address library people, and the person who made the high FPS thing. They could have commented on Nexus. They could have messaged him through Nexus or anything like that. But it seems like they're not able to do this, or they don't truly like mod authors or anything. And you've got to come to them, and it's a murky kind of thing, and it's not good. And because of this, like I said, the game is unstable, and which is my 9th point. The game's unstable. It's messy. It doesn't work properly, and it's it's not acceptable. Now I've got to wait a week and stuff to be able to play the game without it doesn't have the stutters anymore. So that's good. I mean, I could just download the GOG version, which I think people should do, and probably and I'll get to that later in the video actually. Let's move on to my next point. So the PS5 don't have access to the advertised content, which is just crazy, even though it does say that they should. But apparently it's coming later now, which is not acceptable, because they purchased it and you've advertised this and you haven't delivered on that platform. What is going on with Bethesda? This is a scummy business practice. You are not getting what you paid for, which I'm pretty sure might be illegal. Don't quote me on that, but it's like, it's not right at all. This is not doing anything good for you. What the hell are you doing? Now, my 11th point is this is a massive hit to the brand and to the customer favor. This could affect future projects like the series. It's wearing thin of the brand. It's wearing me down to a point where I don't want to engage with the brand. Now, luckily, I want to engage with New Vegas, which I'll talk about later. But it's still like, what are they doing? This is a massive hit to Bethesda. This is a massive hit to, I think, Microsoft too, the Xbox brand. And it's a massive hit to customer favor. This is not good. They're having a massive downvotes on Steam when it comes to the Creation Club bundle and the Anniversary Edition. It's going to mostly negative now. And this is like coming off the back of Starfield and stuff, where their DLCs are getting mostly negative, and that's what it's rightfully so, because it is boring. It is bad. Starfield is, and and now they're doing this to one of the, the mid-ish games that I would say Fallout 4 is better than Starfield in some ways. But in other ways, Starfield is better than Fallout 4 because, it could actually run it at a high FPS, which is crazy. So yeah, on to my next point. Like I said, Bethesda hasn't had a win in years. It has been years. And those wins, the wins like the Oblivion remaster, is not them. And it feels like they are taking a little bit of credit from it, but it's like, no, that was Virtuous Gaming. They did that. Virtuous Gaming Studio, they did that, and you're just publishing it under your umbrella, of course, but at the same time, they've done all the work. I feel like it's competent in a way because the textures look beautiful, all that stuff. The main drawback is the old engine that seems to have errors and crashes still, and it still needs fixing, but you can't really fix that old of an engine as it's, the source code might not be around much, and you're just floating Unreal Engine above that kind of thing. This is where you would contact your modders to be like, hey, can you fix it? Can we take this fix and use it? But no, like I said, I don't think they have proper respect for modders that are not in the creation thing. Let's go on to the next point, which is I truly feel in my heart of hearts that this is a deterrent now for future games in the studio, from Bethesda, that made, Bethesda Game Studios. It is making me worry about the Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, not so much the remasters and stuff, because I believe other people will be making those, so it's not so bad in a way, but I still have it's a deterrent. I don't want to get it. And, as a content creator, I probably will when it comes to the Fallout remaster. Fallout 3, I really love the density of Washington, D.C. and stuff like that when I got into the main things. I liked the Metro under system. It was scary, spooky. It was good stuff. And I really like that. So I might get the Fallout 3 remaster if it works. If it's floating above the engine and the engine still crashes and doesn't work properly, I don't particularly want it. So they need to make sure they really polish that game and get it out the door working really well. On to my next point. Mod authors have more talent than the Bethesda developers that pushed out this Anniversary Edition. It's actually crazy. Because like I discussed earlier, the high FPS fix, the script extender, and the address library, there's some of the things that are fantastic for this game. And a lot of mods hook into it and stuff and make it a really fun and accessible time on modern hardware. But somehow Bethesda developers can't make that from the source material. Mod authors have had to make an extension, an external functioning thing in order to get certain things working, and they've done it, and it works great. It's a hell of a lot of work, and they're not getting paid for it. They get donations from Nexus, of course, but they still have, they're working for free without the, the the idea of getting a pay slip and stuff like that. So they are, mod authors at the moment have been better than the best Bethesda developers, as they do a hell of a lot of fixing. And it seems like Bethesda developers rely a lot on mod authors to fix their games in the end, and that's how it's been for years. And they get paid to make things the Bethesda developers do, and the mod authors don't. Of course, with the creation clubs and stuff like that, it might be changing, but I still think it's a stinky deal, which is really annoying. Now, moving on to the 15th point, I think Bethesda has a real disconnect from their fan base right now, and it is not good, and it is blowing up in their face. And, I have no idea why there is not a community manager that is feeding back. There probably is, but for some reason, they're not listening to community managers or feedback or anything. And it shows. It makes them look so bad. And it's funny to watch in a way. It's like, you're tearing yourself apart. What are you doing? Listen to your community that loved your games, that has built mods to support your games, to make things less ugly for your game in order for other people to enjoy it. And they've just totally disconnected from that fan base, from mod authors, for free mod authors, and have just totally messed it up royally right now. And it's like, I was thinking, I'm making a game for my, making a game. So I feel like I should practice my, implementing of armor and stuff into Bethesda games and stuff like that, to see, to just test myself, make sure I can do it, or to be like, hey, I need to do some stuff here in order to get there, for just learning purposes. And now I just don't want to. It just made me not want to participate in this modding scene anymore. And I worry that these major mod developers, like the script extender, address library, and the high FPS fixes, I worry that they're going to leave, because these mods are essential. Now, we know there's going to be more fixes for Fallout 4 because they've balked it all. So it's just like, will the mod authors want to keep continuing? And my 16th point is honestly, the whole Fallout 4 thing is a cash grab. It's a totally just cash grab, and it's destroying their company. And it is not good. It's really bad. And my 17th point is they're no longer listening to feedback. So they're not listening to the pricing feedback and all that stuff. They're not listening to, hey, why do you not add this technical upgrade or anything to it to make it run better on modern hardware? It's a 10-year-old game. Come on. It's not that big because mod authors have done it for you, which is totally crazy. My 18th point is they are taking the water around this franchise, and it is shining it in a really bad light, in a greed first kind of thing, and it is just, it's not good. It's not looking good for Bethesda right now, because they are being greedy, and they are just they already had a rocky thing when Fallout 76 happened. They've made it better, but still, it is not. I don't class it as like, oh, it's a Fallout game. It's a, it's a Fallout themed MMO kind of multiplayer game, and it's got a bit silly with all the microtransactions and stuff like that, and it's just out there. And I don't particularly class it as a Fallout game. A Fallout game is a single player experience for me, and that's what it will always be, because that's what I enjoy much about the Fallout. Whereas 76 is just so goofy to me. Seeing everything is just it's became goofy and just hey, this is how we can keep money going. Instead of making a really cool next game. So yeah, it's really bad. And so for action wise, I would recommend leaving a negative review for the Creation Club bundle kind of thing. Mainly because if you purchased it and you're not happy with it, leave a review and try and get a discount. And if you forgot to leave a review, I would leave a review on the Fallout 4 main game page. Like say, I'm not gonna be like, hey, say this exact thing and stuff like that. I believe that I've left a negative review because they've shown terrible business practices, they've broken the game, and it is not good. It's not acceptable, and I think they're out of goodwill now, and I'm really not happy with Bethesda, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat. They're really annoying, and I think you need to speak with your wallet. Don't purchase anything from this game. Hold strong. Don't purchase any more creations or anything, and try and get refunds if you have purchased the creation bundle and stuff like that. I got one because I was like, oh, this will be fun. I've got a spare 17 quid, it'll be fine. And it turns out it was really bad. It wouldn't work properly and all this stuff, and it was just not fun. Game stuttery mess, crashes, and a lot of people are having issues, and it's not good. It's my 21st point is it's utterly ruined their reputation for me. I don't see them as a good company anymore, unfortunately, and it saddened me quite a bit. And what also makes it worse is the recent interview with Todd Howard saying that Test 6 is years away still. And that's not good. They advertised it way too early. They had a trailer and everything for it way too early, and it's really backfired for them, I think, doing this, which is a shame. Because I do want to like them because they made my favorite games, but everything they're doing is wrong, in my opinion, and it's really pushing me away. And I'm worried for Test 6. I'm worried for Fallout 5, and I'm just not enjoying it anymore. Now, I think you guys should probably check out Fallout London. There's but it's a little bit hard to get the game to work in that way. So I recommend getting the GOG version purely for Fallout London, as they have implemented a function where you can you download Fallout 4, then you download the Fallout London on top of it, and it just works out the box. It's really cool. You can add mods from Fallout 4 for that version and stuff. They are there, and they do give you direction on how to on their Discord and stuff like that, and it's a really fun experience. I would say this this free Fallout experience, Fallout London, is better than a normal Fallout game experience. It's more enjoyable. It gives me that dense post-apocalyptic kind of thing, but in a British sort of way. And I'm British, so of course I'm going to enjoy it more. And it feels really cool, and it's had some DLC recently, an additional sort of content, and it's exciting. I'm really liking it, and that's what I'm doing sort of in my spare time. That's for me. And on stream, I'm playing, which is my 24th point. I'm playing Fallout New Vegas. I have the Gopher collection, so Stable Vegas and the remaster. We had a crash last night when I was streaming it. Well, that was my fault because I alt-tabbed, and that game hates alt-tabbing because it is ancient. So yeah, don't alt-tab and Fallout New Vegas. And Bethesda, do not touch Fallout New Vegas. Do not try and fix it. Leave it the hell alone. You know, there's plenty of mods to do that. And collections that are now doing the heavy lifting that you don't have to. Leave it alone. Don't break it. So yeah, now on to the next thing. Waiting for Fallout 3 remaster. I believe in it more because another studio is handling it. So I'm looking forward to that. But at the same time, it is a little bit tainted and stuff like that. Now, if you're looking for like another sort of Bethesda game, fix kind of thing, I'd recommend going back to Skyrim and using the mod packs and collections from Nexus and the Wabberjack. I've been playing with Lorem, and it changes the game completely. It feels so fresh, man. It feels so good and nice, and it is really, really cool. Also, I think it's called the Path of Sovngarde or something. Path to Sovngarde, or one of those collections, and that feels great. That is probably one of the longest mod packs I've played in, because it was just generally so fun, and it felt like a really optimized vanilla plus experience of Skyrim. And if plenty of quests, plenty of new people in it, characters and stuff, and it's something I need to get back to actually. But I'm playing it. I got a little bit of Fallout New Vegas craving, so I'm giving that a go. And lastly, I would suggest pausing all updates, or only update if I run the official EXE instead of the FS4 update kind of thing. I recommend pausing the update in your Steam libraries for all Bethesda games. Just so you don't end up, losing hours and hours of save game data and stuff like that from your Let's Plays and stuff. Because it's it's getting worrying that they're going to keep updating things and making like, oh, let's make a Fallout 3 modded platform now. Oh, let's make a New Vegas modded platform now for that game. And them just ruining the fun experience of those games and all those mods. There's a lot of people who moved on from that and stuff like that. So it's like, you're losing some really good mods if that happens. And I don't like the idea of that. Anyway, that's been my 27 points of Bethesda's just ruining Fallout and their reputation. So yeah, if you like my points and agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe and stuff like that. If you dislike me, dislike it, don't subscribe, or do leave a comment and have a discussion with me, because I do like seeing what other points. I feel like the whole point of life is to see things through other people's eyes and be interested and get a full view of the universe and all our points and stuff. I really like learning why people think this is actually a good thing. And I like to be, I've already put my view down. If you do not want to accept it, I would like to see what your view is and stuff like that. So, let's have a cool, interesting debate in the comments. Keep it civil though, because if you're just going to be mean, there's no point, and it's a bit silly, and I don't care. So yeah. Anyway, that's going to be all from me. Please like and subscribe. It's been an interesting video to make. It's been utterly amazing seeing the response to the other two videos I posted, and I really, really appreciate everyone liking and subscribing and stuff. It keeps me going. It really makes me happy seeing it tick up and stuff like that. And it's a nice feeling, and it's been a long time since I've felt this way of seeing it. Of course, it's in a negative situation, but seeing people agreeing with me and being like, yeah, this is terrible, what they're doing. You know, and having a little conversation in the comments and stuff like that. Seeing the community come together and being like, look, this isn't acceptable, Bethesda. You need to be better. Be better. And hopefully they listen, even though they're not listening, but we'll see. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and I, you know, thank you. Thank you, and goodbye.